Beautiful day now. You wouldn't think this just happened a couple of days ago. So, as you just saw in the video, this massive limb came down in a major ice storm we just had, and what I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to bust out the Beavercraft KKR1 Kukri to see how it works, and start limbing some of these branches down so they fit in the shredder, or at least certainly a pile somewhere. Let's give it a few cracks. So as I said, this is the Beavercraft KKR1 Kukri, and provide some links up top already for some of the initial impressions. Very slicey Kukri, very nimble blade, 330 seconds. And with that sliciness, it very little to hold it back from passing through, and so far very clean cuts. So far what I'm finding is it's very slicey. This is more or less green maple right now. It's been down for only about a week. The handle is a little on the narrow side, and without gloves, this protrusion down here with the lanyard loop is really catching. Well, you can kind of see my finger there. It's really catching in the finger because it does want to pull forward, that weight forward. But super slicey, and yeah, we're just, again, no edge deformation. Very quick, very nimble in the hand. Let's keep chopping. Very slicey. This is now upwards of this size. I'll see how many strokes it takes me to whack through it. My finger is getting very annoyed with that little lanyard beak. It is quite sharp, but we'll give it a go here. Always keep your opposite hand well back, either on your chest or behind you. If I could hit the same spot twice, I'd be in good shape. This one here, maybe. Yeah, really biting into my finger there. You're not going to be able to see in the camera, but certainly with gloves on, that would be a little better. Again, you can put a great deal of power behind it. Just one more piece here. That one just broke right off. So, very durable. There's the sun. We're kind of into the sun a little bit. This piece here is about 3 inches across. I'm going to keep my hand choked up to the top as best I can here. Coming at it from straight on is often pretty hard. Straight down, rather. It's coming through now. There we go. So initial findings, obviously very slicey. Anytime you really have to lean into it, that forward momentum really pulls that duck beak or that beak lanyard hole. And I don't know if you see there right in my finger, it's starting to get definitely bruised and irritated. Again, very slicey. It could use with a little extra swell at the end here. So if it was a little more bottlenecked, bigger bulb on the bottom, and then remove this lanyard hole or move it around to the end, I think that would be a little better. I understand their concept, putting their hand in there like that and stopping that movement, but for every swing it really wants to pull forward, and then you're left with a chewed up glove or finger, no less. But again, green wood. It wasn't kind of dry standing wood. Very slicey. Being a thin blade, it's really allows for a lot of that smooth pass through, certainly with green wood. So my initial review mentioned it would be very good with more of a kind of green vegetation environment, whether it be some sort of cattails, reeds, various kind of, I want to say jungle-like environment, a little more so than perhaps kind of the eastern woodlands or kind of a hardwood forest. But that's my only complaint right now. The steel seems to be standing up quite well, but it's just this rear tine here with the lanyard hole really kind of catching and causing my finger to scrape up and bruise a little bit there. But a lot of forward ability, forward chopping ability, still sharp, 90-degree spine, very commendable tool. I think Beavercraft kind of did a really good job on this one. I guess the only disadvantage that I have noted with this is that it's kind of a left-handed carry. So your sheath kind of goes in just like that, and it would be a left-handed carry, which I guess if you're using it, it would be out of the way on your left side. So that would be advantageous, I think. But for me, I would like to be able to have it on the right, and this is a left-handed carry, so that prevents that from happening. So final thoughts on the Beavercraft KKR1. I do think it has its place. I've mentioned my only kind of disappointment, I guess, and that's just for me. I think that would probably be commonplace amongst most users, is that forward momentum really causes it to catch up on your hand on that rear lanyard hole, and it is quite sharp. The metal is very, very sharp. It's got that very stamped metal feeling. Other than that, I feel the case, the sheath would hold up quite well, and certainly if this was a pack carry, you wouldn't necessarily worry about left side or right side carry. It feels durable. The loop feels like it's functional, but just obviously left hand out of right hand carry. So I think Beavercraft, you've done really well on this one. For prolonged use without gloves, that would probably be, as I said, a bit of a bother. But other than that, little wider scales in the handle, and move that lanyard hole to the back end, if not all the way through. I'm thinking you're sitting at a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. I'm pretty impressed, and I'm not just saying that. I've used lots of knives, lots of choppers, and this one is decent, minus those characteristics. So thanks for watching. Jeff Allen off the gridiron. Thanks Beavercraft for entrusting me with another awesome product to do a little review on. And until next time, enjoy your outdoors. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Let's get this tree cut up.